think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm hoping that you all are having a lovely day today. So today we are back with another build for the brand new world that came with the snowy expansion pack, Mount Komorebi. So I am building in the neighborhood Wakaba, and Wakaba is a more of a, how do you call it? More of a newer neighborhood. So the houses that are built here are a little bit more newer, a bit more modern, and maybe even on the contemporary side. And because we are in that neighborhood, I really wanted to make something that fits in with the description of the neighborhood. So I'm doing a contemporary modern mansion, but with Asian influences in the architectural style, like the roofs that I'm using. So I'm hoping that you are gonna love what I did for this mansion. It definitely took me a little bit to come up with the shape and style, because I had a hard time in envisioning what would a Japanese styled or a Asian styled mansion look like. And when I went to Google Images, I just found normal mansions, and I do feel that maybe they love like really modern things a lot in maybe the more richer parts of the Asian world. I don't know, but yeah, it was very hard to find a mix between traditional, modern, contemporary. So I came up with this build, and I'm hoping that you all are, gonna vibe with it as much as I did, because I loved how this one turned out. This has become my main house, which I'm playing with my sim. I was going to do like a rags to riches with my sim, but then I built this mansion, and I've been playing with this house the entire day yesterday. I was gonna make a video, but I wanted to play and I had so much fun. So I do have to say, the skiing part and the snowboarding part of this expansion pack isn't really that thrilling for me. It's kind of boring. It's not my game style. So, I can't say that I like that aspect of the world. What I do like about this world is the snowing part and such is up the mountain, and you can add in rentals. Of course, there are 2 already rentals ready to go for you all when you start playing this world. And it's a nice vacation destination. That's definitely it. But for me, the whole skiing and snowboarding definitely doesn't add in any value whatsoever. So what does give me value for me, this world, is the entire aesthetic of the world is so gorgeous. I love living here, and I also love the lifestyle that comes with living here in how do you call this world again? Mount Komorebi. I love the entire vibe and feel of the neighborhood, of the people that are living here. I love that you can respectfully greet someone. So, no shaking hands, no hugging, or like the weird introduction that The Sims does. I love that you can respectfully introduce yourself, and we do like a little bit of a bow. I love that. It makes it feel even more special living here, and it feels more laid back. So that is the whole charm for me, this world. And of course, the build and buy mode items are amazing, and that is why I always buy packs, or I used to buy packs before I got them gifted by the EA Game Changers program, is build and buy mode. I love building, and you know what, building is more fun now with this pack. I love the windows. I love the doors. The doors are amazing. I actually haven't used used every item in the game yet. The new spandrels, I keep forgetting to use the new spandrels. Probably gonna do that in a traditional build though. Didn't fit in with the modern vibe that I'm using. And I'm also using some debug bushes and shrubs. Because I just felt that the only 2 trees that we've gotten weren't enough. So I jumped into the debug items, and there are some really cute little bushes and trees for you to use. So if you want more greenery that fits in with this world, go into your debug section, use all those cheats, you know, I don't know them. I am using the shortcut mod. I will link that here in the description if you are like me and you can't, for the love of God, can't remember all these long cheats. I'm using the shortcut mod, and with that mod I just need to press like an M, and then my move object is on, or like a U, and then the unlock entitlement cheat is gonna come on. So I will link that in the description if you are interested in that, because it makes building so much better. So if you have the tool mod installed, that also makes that your cheats are always active if you want to. I'm not using tool at the moment because I'm scared that my game is gonna crash, because I've been hearing that a lot of people are like having crashes and such. I very luckily have no crashes. My lag is actually not as bad as it used to be. It's still there. I still lag, especially when building, but it's not as laggy as it was before. And it's maybe because I'm not using tool. I am using shaders though, because I can't without shaders. I don't know. The world doesn't look good anymore without it. So I am using shaders, and shaders works fine with what I'm doing. So that's awesome. But yeah, I haven't had any crash. But I also think is that my save isn't crashing is because I'm actually playing a new save. I have heard simmers crash with their like legacies and such. So a little tip, just hold off on playing on your old saves for now, and just, start a new one like I did. I also have like a very long running save that I've been playing with for like years now, like 4 or 5 years since the game released. I have one save, and I'm always very wary when a new expansion pack or game pack releases, because I sometimes feel that those saves don't play as well as they need to. So I always hold back until it's safe. So maybe a little tip. If you're crashing, try a new save and see how it goes. And if not, I'm so sorry because that sucks having your game crash like every 10 seconds. Anyways, where are we? What are we doing? Oh yeah, I added in this little a little house on the back of this large house. And that little house that I created is actually a poker room or home or whatever you can call it. That is the area where my Sims are gonna play games against, their friends, families, enemies, and maybe do like high staked risk poker games or such. I don't know. I just wanted that vibe to be into. I don't know. I just wanted to incorporate that because I've been watching something with poker on Netflix. A really fun, bit weird anime series. I don't know the name anymore, but it revolves about this school that loves to do like high stake poker games, and I've been watching that, and now I'm obsessed with playing poker and other games. So I thought a game room is fun, and also fun for your Sims, especially a fun thing if you're doing like a house party or such. I can see all my guests just gathering there. There will be a bar, so you can definitely entertain, maybe add in some music and such, and it's gonna be a fun little area for your Sims to play in at the back little house. So here, what am I doing? Oh, I'm doing the colors of the decks. I also did the wallpaper. So for the wallpaper, I'm going with this very like grayish brown color, which I think is a awesome color. I'm using the wallpaper that actually came with this pack, and I'm mixing it with the fitness expansion pack wallpaper, like the brick texture. love that. I think they look really nice together. And what I'm also doing here is adding in a little bit more greenery surrounding my tiny pond that I added in here in the front of the house. And I also added in the lily pad. So there are koi carpers or koi fish in there. So I think that is a really nice little touch. So here on the side of the house, I added in this little bump out with lots of windows. And I did that intentionally because I really wanted a natural spring swimming pool inside of my house. It's not really a swimming pool. It's just a natural spring bathtub. That's what it is, a very large one. And I just felt that it was so bougie and luxe to have one in your own home. So what I did is I'm adding in what am I adding in? I'm adding in a shower room. That is what I'm creating right here. So one part, the right side, is the master bathroom, and the other side is the shower area for when you enter the onsen. Is it called the onsen? The natural spring, swimming pool, because you cannot go in if you don't rinse yourself or you wash yourself in the shower or either the bathtub. So that's why I added in that. And then here we are in the living room, and I'm actually trying to define the dining area. So that is like a traditional, dining area where I'm gonna add in a hot pot for your Sims to maybe entertain guests. And I was playing around with, different tiling, and I'm also using a split level to define the areas a bit more. But what I'm gonna do a little bit later on is I'm actually gonna add in a wall to really make the room a little bit more defined, because I felt having it all open like I have right there it just didn't make sense for the type of house that we're building. So here we are in the kitchen. The kitchen, I'm using this really nice gray flooring from Spade, a very modern looking floor. I just loved that idea of having a very sleek modern gray floor, and I'm combining it with the new kitchen cabinets that we're getting, and I think we got and I think the two colors really work very nicely together. Here adding in the living room, I'm going with a very large television and then here dividing the area again with a rug, or like what is it, a carpet. It's like a carpet. No, it's actually a bamboo flooring, I think. I don't know what it is. I keep forgetting. But it's in the wood category, the wooden floor category, and it came with the spec as well. And I just love that green color. So I decided to go with that and make it look like a rug or a mat. So here making the shower area before you go in the bathhouse. Also loved that idea. It just looks really nice. And again, that wallpaper is just so fitting. It's so fitting. It's my favorite wallpaper, and I'm using it in all the bathrooms. Upstairs, I am going for the one with the kitties because that's so cute. And upstairs are just children's bathrooms, so that is really handy. And then this is the master bathroom that I created right there. So here adding in the wall, like I said, and now the floor plan really made sense. It just made sense. I did make it a very open feeling with the large open arches and then with the windows on top, so that it's a different place or a separate place, but it still feels as an area that feels open to the living room, and I loved that. I also decided to add in a fireplace and a large television above the fireplace, although I don't think that is a smart thing to do in real life. Not, with the little amount of space that I that I left between the fireplace and the television. I don't think that is healthy. That there needs to be more space in between. But luckily, this is The Sims, and your television won't burn down, which is awesome. I also decided to add in a grand winged piano because why not? This is a mansion, and I feel that all of my rich Sims are pianists. They always get a piano. So yeah, there's another piano right here. And because I also love family play, I decided to add in a arts and crafts table. this cute thing writing. And that also came with this new expansion pack. And I love this recolor because it fits in perfectly with the living room colors. I mean, I'm using the same wood tone throughout the entire house except for upstairs. I kind of vary in there, and I love that the activity or the arts and crafts table fits in perfectly the wood tones, and it doesn't jump out too much. So I love that. And then here I added in some greenery and some paintings, of course, because every house needs a painting here and there, just to make it feel a little bit more homey. And then here we are in the dining room. So the dining room that is attached to the living room is like a formal dining room where we're gonna have a hot pot for like dinner parties. And then this dining room is more, for family dinners. I will see my sim sitting here just eating breakfast, or maybe mom is like cooking some really elaborate like rice table, which we sadly can't do in The Sims, but just pretend that they do. Usually when I have like a weekend day in my Sims game and I play with them, usually my Sims don't work in the weekend. I always try to not take jobs where they need to work in the weekend, or they have like a freelance career, so it's fine. But usually in these weekends, I always cook very large meals for my Sims, like multiple dishes, and then I place them all on the table, and then it feels like we're having like this weekend feast. And I love that because that actually resembles how my personal life was when I was living at home with my mom. My mom always did like these large rice tables for us. We are from Indonesia, so she always made like yellow rice, and then these little balls of meat. I can't explain them, but they're so good. They're like tiny little balls of meat with like this batter around it. And she always fried Wakaba. Oh my gosh, like sweet. How do you call plantain? That's it. She always fried plantain for us, and it was an entire feast, and I loved that. So I always do that in The Sims as well. I'm like I said, I'm a big family player. I like to mimic life in my Sims game, but I also like to incorporate the occult a little bit because I have a spellcaster sim in my household. I have a vampire that is like a distant family member as well. So I also do occults, but I do them very not minimal, because they are there, but I'm trying not to go. I try to incorporate them as realistic as I possibly can. And that is the gameplay that I love to do. And yeah, it's just so much fun. I have been enjoying my game so much more lately. Is it because we have like a gazillion packs installed? Probably. I don't think I could ever play this base game anymore. It's just not for me, especially, without cats and dogs. That is just not a thing that I can do. I actually have an Aikita Uno, do you say it like that, in this household that I'm playing, and it's just so much fun. And actually my niece just bought a Aikita Uno like a month or two ago, and that is just the most loyal and sweetest dog breed that is there. I just love it. I mean, I'm more of a Pomeranian girl, or a Keeshonde. Because I've always owned either Keeshonden or like Bouviers, but I don't know if I would get another dog. And Akita Uno is definitely on my list because it's a breed that likes to work, but it's so loyal and so sweet and soft, and I just loved it. And also she does perfectly. It's a perfect breed with my Pomeranian, with my Pomeranian dog, I think, because Coco is also a little bit, very sweet and very loyal, but a little bit loud sometimes. But that's why I love her so much. Anyways, what am I doing here? I've been talking nonsense lately. This is the main bathroom for guests. So I didn't know if I should have done like maybe a larger bathroom right here, but I feel that the size is adequate for the size of this mansion. I did make sure to have a toilet separated. I do that in all of the bathrooms, which is handy. So yeah, that is what I did for the hallway. And I also added in the sign in the hallway that you need to take your shoes off. So your Sims will do it autonomously. I didn't know we had that sign because I just clicked on the shoe rack, and then you can also set it so that your Sims take off their shoes. But there's also a sign, and then a company or a guest will also take off their shoes, which I think is a awesome thing. So here we are in the master bedroom, and the master bedroom isn't as large as I usually do them for mansions, but I love how this one looks. I love that we have this split level going on and that the bed is on a platform, and then we have like a little seating area, and it just looks really good. And I also love all the colors combining together. So we have this soft pink, like muted color as like the bed liner, and then we have this really muted color scheme going on in this living nook section. I think it all works together very nicely, and I'm also going for a more of a minimalist approach, so there isn't almost any clutter in this house. If you do find clutter in the house, it's in the kids' bedrooms because children do make clutter. That's just normal, even if they're like very strictly brought up, still you will find something. So there's a little bit of clutter upstairs, but not too much. And then here adding in again that separated toilet for the master bathroom, and then adding in some lights and such. And I really tried to make sure that I wasn't using too many of these little like spotlights, but that there was like a fair amount of wall lights as well for lighting. And I'm also using more of that, large square traditional light as well. So yeah, I think it looks really nice. And then here furnishing the hallway that leads into the garage and the onsen, or the natural hot spring water thingy, the bathhouse. That is what I did. And then for the garage area, I'm keeping it very simple, very similar as my other garages, just woodworking table, bins and such, and storage areas, which I think was very handy. So here we are in our bathhouse, and as you can see, I did make the bathhouse one tile bigger because we needed a little bit more space. I'm not adding in too much weird things in here. I was thinking on doing the massaging table that came with spa day, but it felt like it didn't belong in there. I don't know if it also is something that if you go to like a natural hot spring bathhouse, do they have massaging tables there? I actually don't know because I'm not educated enough. So I felt that maybe not adding that in would be better. But if you would like the massaging table, there is a spot right there in the corner where I add in the ottoman. You can add it in there, but for me it didn't feel right to have it there. So I just keep it very simple with some benches, and that's it. So here, going through all the bathrooms, adding in that little chair or that stool with the buckets because I love that. And I'm also adding in how do you call it? Curtains everywhere. I didn't forget curtains nowhere in this build, which is awesome. So here we are in the garage. Like I said, keeping it very simple. We did need a staircase going down because of the platforms that we're using. And as you can see, we're actually very high up. You don't really see it when you're inside of the house, which I think is awesome, but actually it's high. And I'm also using the largest wall height for this build, and yeah, it just looks really nice. So here doing the woodworking table, I'm doing some counter spaces, some tall counters as well, and yeah, that's basically it. I don't have much to say about the garage other than that it's a really nice little storage area. And I also made sure to use these card boxes from the Eco Lifestyle Pack, and those are actual storage boxes, so you can store items in there if you want to, which is awesome. So anyways, here we are in the second floor, and this is where all of the kids' bedrooms are. I did do a little bit off camera because I didn't know what color scheme I wanted to play with, but I decided to go with a pink again. I know I've been doing lots of pink lately, but I'm in a pink phase of my life right now. I have that. Sometimes I have like a color phase, and but I always go back and I revolt back to pink. I don't know what it is. I just love pink so much. So this is a pink girl's bedroom, very spacious. She has her own ensuite bathroom, so I feel that is very handy when you're a girl to have your own bathroom. I also added in a little bit more clutter in this bathroom on the countertops, which I think looked really cute. I'm adding in nail polishes right here. She also gets her own laptop for doing her homework, and yeah, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun with furnishing this bedroom and making it as cute as possible, but not going overboard with clutter. There's a little bit of clutter, but not too much. So here I'm doing the Sim Scout. How do you call it? The Scouts activity board, because I do feel that she would be a scout member, or how do you call it in The Sims? A Sim Scout? I don't know. Anyways, I felt that she would be a member, so I added that in. I also added in these paintings that I always forget are in the catalog. Those are, you need to unlock those, but I love like the unicorn or whatever it is. It looked so fitting for the bedroom. And I also decided to go with some fairy lights and adding in some pink on that wall as well. So here we are in the the ensuite bathroom. Again, going with the same kind of layout that I did in all of my other bathrooms. So we have a shower, we have a bathtub, there's a divider between the bathtub and the shower. Love using that. And then here for the counters in the bathtub, I decided to go with 3 counters, turning 2 around again, just so that you have a little bit of a variety look, and then adding in, a little bit of clutter here and there. And yeah, I think it looks really cute. And then a separated toilet here as well, with another sink. I don't know if the sink that I'm adding in the separate toilet is like something that is mandatory, but we had a tile left, so why not add in a sink in there as well? I don't know how much use it would get, but I think it's fine. And then here, starting with the second bedroom, and because I felt that we needed somewhere to store a toddler, this is actually a shared bedroom. So this is a toddler and kids bedroom. I'm going with this gorgeous green color that I've also been obsessing with for a couple of months now, and I'm using the Eco Lifestyle Wallpaper, which fits in perfectly with this pack. I do feel that Eco Lifestyle goes very well together with the Snowy Escape pack. The colors of a lot of the wood swatches are the same, and I feel the vibe is also very much in sync with that expansion pack. So if you own the oh my gosh, the Eco Living Lifestyle pack, you can make amazing builds with just the Eco Lifestyle and then the oh my gosh, the Snowy Escape expansion pack. Those two together really work very well. So yeah, anyways, that is the kids bedroom. Then we're going to another bedroom, and this is the teen bedroom. I don't think I made it any gender, so it's not like girl or boy. I just went with this very dark and moody vibe. I just wanted to do something more on the grayish dark side, so that is what we're doing right now. I did add in a little study nook, also a nice zebra rug because it fitted in with that black white dark style that we were going for, and I actually really like this bedroom. I think it turned out really well. I go for a very minimalistic approach in this bedroom, so I don't add in too much items. Just a wardrobe, there's a desk, and then I think a chair a chair and a table or something like that. And I keep it very, very minimal. Oh, and of course, a how do you call it again, a mirror. There will be a mirror right there for, you know, checking yourself out, which is also mandatory. And then here, furnishing the ensuite. No, this is not an ensuite, just a normal bathroom for the children, going with the same wallpaper, so the kitties, but then in a blue color. And I just think it looks really cute. The only thing that I did forget to add in was a toddler potty. So if you are gonna play in this mansion with a toddler, you do need to add in a potty if you want to potty train them, but that's fine. You know, those are like the things that you probably buy when you know, your baby is gonna get born. So yeah, that's actually fine. And then here we are in the how do you call it? It's like the first floor landing, and I added in just a tiny cute seating area for your Sims to relax and chill and maybe read a book. So here we are in my poker area or my games room, and I'm doing a large bar, of course, because you all know I love a good bar, and there was no bar inside of this entire home. So I needed a bar right here, and to give this, you know, this little side play area a little bit more dimension, I decided to go with a split level. So the bar is on top, and then the games area is here down below. I'm going with 2 game tables. They are set for playing cards right now, but you can change them to the Don't Wake the Llama game. And if you have the Star Wars game, you can even change them to the Sabak game if you want to. But yeah, I would never. But yeah, you could do that if you would like to do that, which is a fun thing. So this could be a multiple game area. It doesn't need to be for adults. The children can also play the Don't Wake the Llama game, which is awesome. So here we are outside because I actually haven't landscaped the entire backyard yet. I mean, it looks cute right now, but it definitely feels very unfinished in my standards. You all know I like to go out in my landscaping and my backyard and my front yard, and the backyard definitely needed a little bit of work. So what I'm doing right now is I'm adding in a playground area with just a monkey bars, and I'm gonna add in lots of flowers and plants and encase that play area with you know, with flowers and then lanterns, and it's gonna look really cute. But you all will see that a little bit later on, like at the very end of the video, you all will see what I did with the play area, and I think it looks so very cute. It does. I love the lanterns that came with this pack. So there is like lanterns on the string with like a pole attached to it. You also gotten these lanterns with the toddler pack, I think, and also with oh my gosh, with seasons. So you know, you are aware that these are in the game, but I think the variant that came with this pack actually looks the best. They are my favorite lanterns by far. So here, starting with adding in the plants, I'm going with lots of succulents and cacti, I think. Are these called cacti or are they all succulents? I actually don't know. I do remove the stranger feel like cactus there because I didn't want to use that pack in the game, because I felt that I was already using way too many packs. So that plant is gonna disappear, and I'm gonna add in like flowers or something like that. So here on the other side, I'm doing a swing set. So we have a jungle gym for the kids and a swing set for the kids, but also for the adults, which I think is really handy. And yeah, that's basically it. What I'm also gonna add in is what is it? Like rock gardens, basically, because I felt that we needed something I don't know, different. So I'm also gonna add in a few like rock gardens with sand right here in the corner. So I'm gonna try to make different heights of this rock garden. I'm using the sand that came with the expansion pack. I actually didn't know what that was in the beginning. I was like, what is this weird looking rug that they gave us? It's like so weird. It has this kind of like earthy pattern and it's looking weird, but it didn't click in my mind that it actually needed to resemble sand. You know, that sand that you see people like make patterns in. It just didn't click, which is stupid because it is in the description. But yeah, in this build at the very end, I was going through the catalog and I looked at that weird rug again, and then it clicked and I was like, oh, it's decorational. You can use it in your garden. So that is what we're doing right now. I'm making a little rock garden surrounding the pond area right here. I'm doing rocks, I'm doing succulents, cacti, I think, whatever they are, and I think it looks really cute. So it surrounds it on either side for that symmetrical look, of course, and then here adding in a little pathway to the play area. And look at the lanterns, they're looking so cute. I actually wanted to do more lanterns, but they didn't line up with the fence, so I decided to remove those again. But yeah, that's it. We're at the end of the video. So I'm hoping that you enjoyed this build on the 50 by 50 size lot in Wakaba. Let me know in the comments down below if this is a style that I should continue for all of the other lots that are in this neighborhood. I already did a build, but I could do another build for that specific lot, and then maybe you could choose between that very traditional build that I did or a more modern version. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. So if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, of course, very important that you do. And if this is the first video that you're watching and you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you would never ever miss a video of mine. So that's it, you all. I'm hoping that you're having an awesome day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.